Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing a final impressions video. Scandalous. That's right, friends. Once again, I have returned to you, this time with another final impressions video on the house of J.F. Schwarzlose of Berlin. So I've spent a couple of weeks with these fragrances, and I have had some time to think, had some time to have a chew. I've tried some on skin, on paper again. And I have come to some conclusions. Overall, the house is of a decent standard, actually. They're not shit. They're not shit at all. But I wouldn't say they were a great house. And there's a lot of fragrances out there which do very similar things to this, which is essentially a microcosm of the niche space at the minute. Everybody is doing very similar things to each other. There seems to be a bottleneck in niche perfume where everybody's sitting there in traffic, not moving, with the cars ticking over, waiting for somebody to do something that changes the dynamic. Unfortunately, J.F. Schwarzlose isn't that house. Which is sad, because there's a couple of things in here which are quite good. I will tell you about the ones I really liked. And first off, I'll start with the one that I really hate. And that is called Roche. Roche is this one here. And it smells like a bit like Promise by Frederic Malle. It's got that cypriol, pepper, olibanum, amber wood thing going on, bit of oud. It's not exactly the same, but it ain't great. It ain't great, friends. I forget how much these were. Let me have a quick spy. We'll have a look. J.F. Kennedy. What? No. J.F. Schwarzlose. Parfum Dreams. They are £117 for 50 ml. Yikes. That is, it's not cheap, my friends. It's not cheap, It's 140 euros for 50 ml, or 209 euros for 100 ml. That's not the worst, That's not the worst. I've heard of much more egregious things. I smelled some perfumes by a house called Valence this week, and they are £220 for 100 ml, and they're shit. Don't know that I'll be doing them on the channel. Maybe I will. But they're really bad, and it's just made worse by the price. I don't think the prices of these are egregious, I don't think the prices of these are to the point where I would slam them because it's daylight robbery, But This one just smells really derivative. It's called Roche. It smells like Promise by Frederic Malle. It's got the cypriol. It's got that peppery incense sort of oil thing. Something I do like about this house is that they tell you on the little card, a bit like Ostens, they tell you where they get their materials from. So LMR, I think that's Marne. And it tells you a bit about their stuff. And some of the materials used in here are actually really high quality. I'm going to come on to... Where are you? There you are. 2020. 2020 is actually really quite nice. And then I'm going to come on to one that I actually really, really, really like. 2020 is like a rose geranium benzoine kind of thing. Does it smell like shampoo? Not massively. Sometimes that rosy kind of thing. I'm thinking of Miraglantine. Smells a bit like shampoo, you know. And it's not ideal. It's not ideal. I'm just finding something to spray this on because, yeah, that'll do. I can't find my sticks. Where have I put them? Okay. So this has a touch of that tart rose kind of jam sort of thing, but it dries down to this portrait of a lady, but creamy rather than scratchy, slightly peppery sort of thing. Got something which this house seems to use a lot, which is a material called jungle essence. Now, I don't know if that's supposed to be evocative of some shit, but I'm not quite sure I like it, if I'm being honest. Jungle essence. What are you doing? Stop that. Anywho, the one that I actually really, really like and could end up with a bottle of is called Altruist. This is one of the best lemon notes I have smelled. I really, really like this. The only reason I wouldn't get a bottle of Altruist is because it smells a bit like Nexin by Tower. It's got that lemon, zesty, bergamot, like rose, cedar kind of thing going on. It's so fresh and pleasant and airy and light and still a little bit creamy. It's fantastic. I love it. I really do love it. And I've worn it quite a few times on skin. And I think if I can find a bottle at a decent price, I'll buy one. So we wait and see whether that can be achieved or not. But I'm glad I've smelled these. Sometimes I'm not glad I've smelled some perfumes like that Valence House. I could have gone the rest of my life and not smelled them and not missed a thing. These are actually quite nice. And if you want to try and buy the sample set, I'm sure they're out there somewhere. You can do that for yourselves. And that is it, my friends. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.